one of the things he was canceling debt for was like fake schools. So wouldn't it
Nice.
be ironic if I set up a sting as a fake school to steal hundreds of thousands of dollars of American money, maybe $1 million of American money? I don't think it reached that point, but maybe hundreds of thousands. And then Biden's like, "Hey, you got fucked over by a
You
fake
got
school. Let me give you
gypped,
your money
bucko.
back." It would just be ironic if like ICE got more money this way. It's like, it's okay. We took their money, but Biden's gonna give it back to them.
You know what's funny? The courts are having a bit of a win day today for us. This was weird. Our next article, uh,
Yeah.
we'll talk about.
But can you imagine though, like applying to a university
No, it's horrible. And
and then they take all your money and like, psych.
this school never existed.
Yeah. See, Andrew Tate was right. College is a scam because ICE set you up,
The government literally
right?
fucking set you
The
up.
government, yeah. Jesus Christ, man. I can see why people say America is a bit of a joke sometimes.
Well, here's the thing. The Supreme Court's on a bit of a winning streak for us because they just sent down a lower court's decision. Basically, uh,
Oh,
yeah, emboldening the DOJ's defense of marijuana. Essentially, some
all these
guy.
lower courts.
Yeah, I know, right? So basically, yeah, the U.S. Supreme Court has a case concerning gun rights for marijuana consumers back down to a lower court after issuing a potentially relevant ruling in a separate Second Amendment case. The guy's name was Kahimi, something like that, versus the United States. The guy, had a emergency domestic protection order, which is basically, he's done domestic violence and he is getting a restraining order from somebody, from his girlfriend,
Damn.
and they found him in possession of a gun and a rifle, a pistol and a rifle, and
Oof.
he tried to get the charges uh, taken off based on them being unconstitutional. They were denied, and because they were denied, it's emboldened lower courts to maintain the ban on marijuana users owning firearms. Because the way that it works right now, and I'll stop after this because I've been talking for a moment. By the way, we only have 4 minutes left.
Okay.
Marijuana users, any drug users, cannot, drug addicts, drug users, I forget exactly the wordage, cannot legally own a gun. So if you buy a gun and the fucking federal government drug
Mm.
tests you for whatever reason, doesn't matter, they drug test you and find marijuana in your system, that is a felony. And you are in deep shit. And they are now maintaining that ban. So that's basically the background in this.
But
Do it. Defend them.
if I
What?
also go on a different point, because what if you go to the doctor for surgery and they're like, "Here's a bunch of OxyContin or a bunch of opiates."
Mm-hmm.
Are you still able to have a gun? My guess is yeah, right? I don't
Legal,
think
as
that.
long as it's prescription.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
long as it's prescription. But imagine you have prescription opiates that are super strong that make you go a little silly, probably not even really able to functionally drive, and that's okay. But if you smoke a little bit of the devil's lettuce, you're gone. Your brain's not eligible according to the DOJ.
Well,
I don't. I mean, this is. I don't know what to say other than stop. I mean, you can literally drink alcohol, stuff that makes people beat their wives, and you can't smoke a little pot, which makes people chill out and play video games and drink soda. Like,
and possibly become failures at the worst, but like
yeah.
still better than beating
And the
their
thing is,
families.
like Republicans and other people, they'll point out, oh, look at all these like car crashes because of weed, but a lot of them were just like fender benders versus take the DUIs of people under the influence of alcohol. Those are not fender benders. Those are deaths. Like those are mega deaths versus people on weed who do some like pain damage to your bumper. Um,
I
not to
was.
say that there hasn't been any. There's probably been
Oh,
some,
and here's the best quote, by
but
the
the
way.
trends are not the same.
Let me show you the best quote, because I love how I know this is something that all presidential administrations do. This is just something Biden's doing, but I love the fact that the administration as a institution can speak out of one mouth and the president can speak out of another, even though
Yeah.
the president is the head of that actual institution, which is fucking fantastic. And not like a head of the institution like he is the head of the U.S. with several departments. Like he is the head of that fucking department, his own administration, his own cabinet, right? Like the opinion of the administration, I thought was the opinion of the president, but we don't know now. You know why?
Well, that's the thing, right? PR versus actual function, right? What does the president say versus what does he actually do?
Uh, well, not even just say like not even just that. It's what does the president say in comment and what does his administration say in
Yeah.
press. It's like it's not even that actions are contradicting words. It's that words are contradicting words. For example, this is a good one because he talked about how he may favor a deschedulizing of marijuana. He might even or
Yeah, he
decriminalize
he
it.
said that he doesn't really see people using marijuana as
But
a legitimate reason to go to jail,
but
right?
then his administration says, uh, cannabis consumers with guns pose a unique danger to society. The Biden administration claims in part because they are, quote, unlikely to store their weapons properly. Which is, I mean, is there a statistic? Like, do we have proof about this? Does it literally go to the same? Oh, yeah, yeah. Unlikely to store guns? Based on basically, it's based on precedents of dangerous individuals. Again, it's like
Yeah.
you're drug addicts. You guys are drug users. Fuck you.
I mean, if you want to use statistics of people drinking and driving versus smoking and driving, where people who are solely drinking or solely smoking. Which one is more deadly? Like, I think you'll find that people who purely drink a lot versus purely smoke a lot, people